When I was younger, I looked forward to the dark, rainy winter nights. But the older I get, the more I realise that I truly come alive during the summer. Summer reminds me of what it felt like to be a child. Time races by so quickly I barely notice how much I've grown. All I know is that the sun is shining and I must be outside. And for a moment I convince myself that it'll be this way forever, until by the end of summer I'm confronted not only with the beginning of autumn, but with a new age. And that childlike feeling is stripped away from me again. If you've seen my earlier videos, you'll know how much I've struggled to get something out there, and to be honest, I'm disappointed in myself for going half a year without producing anything. On the bright side, now I have so much footage, it's coming out of my nose. So I suppose prepare for a collection of disjointed but emotional moments of my last summer as a 25. It all started in June, when I celebrated the oncoming summer season by going to the beach with my best friend Joelle, or Joey. Joey's the kind of person who's up for anything, even swimming in a freezing cold lake in November. We lived together for around 2 years, but this month we closed that chapter and she moved out. I will really miss our late night chats. That same month I decided to go camping with my sister. Emily loves being one with nature and she has this incredible confidence to be her most authentic and lovable self.
Dates, nuts, tomato, hummus on a sandwich.
Sure is.
No wonder people think vegans are weird.
In July, Juri and I went on our main summer trip to the Slovenian mountains. I love the mountains, I love the fresh smells, the simple life, the stunning views, and the fact that you can become completely reliant on the people you're with. There's no service, no Wi-Fi, and nowhere to escape to.
Juri is having the same issue as me. How do you think it's impossible? I'm gonna stop filming now.
I was petrified.
I'm gonna stop filming.
I
We're gonna have a snack.
Look at all these chickens. But they aren't chickens.
No.
They were geese.
Juri's half Icelandic and half Italian, so I'm desperately trying to improve my Italian by speaking to him in whatever way I can.
Le montagne sono Le montagne sono belli.
After the mountains, we roamed around the rest of Slovenia, and can I just say, Slovenia is such a beautiful country. I am a sucker for a little coastal town with crystal clear water and narrow winding trees, and Piran specifically was perfect for that. We booked a little apartment room, cooked with a fresh market produce, and spent our days lazying in the sun and getting completely ripped off on ice cream.
At that size of that cone, it is huge. I feel sick.
The footage from this trip is somewhat sporadic, I will admit, because I really struggle to know when to put the camera down. Also because I think in my heart of hearts, maybe I'm more of a photography geek than I would like to admit. So here are a few photos from our trip. I hope that gives you a bit of a better impression of how beautiful it truly was there. This also feels a little bit embarrassing to add, but if you really like these photos, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Now, before I give you the impression that this holiday was all sunshine and rainbows, let me add one very important detail. Out of the 2-week holiday, we spent 46 hours on a bus. Our trip there was 21 hours. We only got off the bus once. I have never been more impressed and more afraid of the performance of my bladder. When I came back, I had a few more weeks to enjoy summer in all its glory. The nice thing about living in a country where it's always raining is that everyone is visibly extremely cheerful as soon as the sun comes out. To close the end of summer, I went on a week-long holiday to Brittany with 9 of my friends. It truly felt like a school camp. We woke up in the morning, ate whatever we wanted, and spent the rest of the day playing sports or coming up with games with each other. And now I'm here. There's a crisp feeling in the air and I'm forced to move myself back inside for the long winter to come. I took a little break, but I really want to do my best to be back on here again. So if you've made it this far, Thank you so much. I am really going to do my best to be back on here a little bit more often. I will see you in the next one.
So Juri, what happened?
4-day hike.
I mean, what happened this morning?
Breakfast served at 7.
7
And not at 6.
and not at 6. So we've just been standing here, feeling a bit silly.